In this video, we're going to talk about the latest leaks regarding the new DJI Flip drone, where surprising technical details were revealed about its new features and specifications, such as weight, battery life, camera quality, sensors, price, and release date. Some time ago, I made a video showcasing leaks with information about the Flip and other DJI drones up to that point, such as the Mavic 4, Mini 5, and more. If you haven't seen that video, click here. But recently, new leaks have emerged, with relevant information that motivated me to make this exclusive video about the DJI Flip. Therefore, I conducted a general research on everything we have new about this drone and discovered the following information. In this image, we have the leak of the label that will be applied to the bottom of the battery. Here, we can clearly see that it refers to the specifications of the DJI Flip, and two pieces of information caught my attention. It will have a 3,110 mAh battery. Therefore, this leads us to conclude that it will have excellent autonomy, because just for comparison, the Mini 4 Pro has a smaller battery, 2,590 mAh, which gives it a flight time of 34 minutes. This initial expectation of around 30 minutes of flight time, which was mentioned in the first posts, has now been confirmed in this new leak, which shows the detailed technical specifications of the battery, which will have an autonomy of 31 minutes. An image of the smart charger that will come in the Fly More combo kit was also posted. It will have space for 4 batteries and will be able to charge up to 2 batteries simultaneously. Another piece of information that caught my attention is this warning that this equipment will emit Class 1 laser, which is the maximum standard allowed to prevent harm to the human eye. This is evidence that it will likely have a LiDAR sensor. This LiDAR sensor has been mentioned since the first leaks, and in this same post, 2 more interesting pieces of information appeared. It will have the new O4 transmission system, which has a range of up to 20 kilometers, and it is compatible with the latest FPV goggles, Goggles 3 and Goggles N3. If you want to know more about this topic, click here to watch the video I made about the launch of the Goggles N3. It was also mentioned that the propeller guards are reinforced for FPV. He probably wanted to make a comparison with the guards of the Avata. Recently, this comment surfaced that the Flip was registered in DJI's FPV drone line, which leads us to believe that it will be a hybrid drone, with characteristics for both normal and FPV flight. In this same post, I also noticed something that caught my attention. In the same window of the LiDAR sensor, it's also possible to see an indication that seems to show the flight mode. This became even more noticeable in these new images, where you can clearly see 7 indications at the bottom of this display. Therefore, we can conclude that it will also have the QuickShots flight modes that we know from the Neo. And consequently, it will also be able to fly autonomously without the need for a remote control, simply by pressing a button on the drone or in the DJI app, or even by voice command.
Hey Fly, take a droney.
Another detail that appears clearly in this image is the camera. In previous posts, it had already been mentioned that it would use the same camera as the Mini 4, but here we can see that it won't have the third axis, so this part of stabilization will likely be done electronically. On the bottom, it will have a pair of ultrasonic sensors to assist with altitude and an optical sensor for positioning. This will be very useful for indoor flights, where it won't be able to rely on GPS. This system is very similar to the sensor set of the Neo. This other post also brought some very interesting information. It was supposedly an accidental leak from an online store in Switzerland, which is already preparing to sell the Fly More combo kit. Some things we already know, such as the information that it will use the same camera as the Mini 4 Pro, with a 1.3-inch sensor, filming in 4K at 60 FPS, and the battery will have 31 minutes of autonomy. But other pieces of information are very recent, like the price of the Fly More combo kit with the RC2 controller, which has that 5.5-inch screen and will cost $779. Another interesting piece of information is the weight, which will be 249 grams. Up to this weight, homologation is not required in most countries. But what I found most relevant was the information that this post leaked 3 weeks before the launch, so we can predict that the launch would be around January 13th. However, close to this date, we have CES, which is the world's largest electronics fair, and it will take place in Las Vegas from January 7th to 10th. It would be the perfect event for the Flip launch and more DJI news, like the Mini 5, Mavic 4, RC Track, and other products that we know are almost ready to be released. There were also more posts detailing some accessories, like this external dongle to insert a SIM card to increase the range via 4G network, a set of spare propellers that will likely come with all the Flip kits, and this set of filters that will likely come in the Fly More combo. And since we're talking about the kits, several posts also showed their prices. The most complete kit will be the Fly More combo, which will cost $779 and will come with 3 batteries, a smart charger, a transport bag, and the RC2 remote. The intermediate version will cost $639 and will be a combo with the RC2 remote, and the drone will come with only 1 battery but without the bag, smart charger, and the 2 extra batteries. There will also be a cheaper intermediate version, which will cost around $439 and will be the same as the previous kit but with the RC-N3 remote, which doesn't have a screen. Just like with the Neo, it's also possible that the Flip will be sold in an entry-level version without any remote controller, priced at around $330. Analyzing all this information, we can conclude that the Flip will be the most versatile drone ever launched to date, combining the best qualities of other DJI drones. The portability and intelligence of the Neo, the camera quality and autonomy of the Mini 4 Pro, the agility and FPV of the Avata, the LiDAR sensor, and the range of the Air 3S. Now we just have to wait for the launch to see if all these features will be confirmed. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates that I'll be posting soon. Thank you for watching.